Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we continue our playthrough of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. In Joey's campaign, going for the mission Master Plan. Looking at the items here, there are some pretty good items. So again, if you have need of them, there's a Book of Secret Arts, Black Pennant and Dark Energy, and Castle Left Arm. The right arm has Legendary Sword, Beast Fangs, and Silver Bow and Arrow. So that's kind of all the basic ones that would improve your attack. And then Power of Nature and Dragon Capture Jar and Rami is in Shai Hagu. Mesmeric Control, which I assume is some sort of paralyzation or confusion magic item. Snake Fang and German Infection are in Bastoon, and then Yami, Magic Jammer, and Black Shield are in Jark. So lots of magic, lots of power-up items if you need to get those at this point in the campaign. Joey, yeah, our plan worked. It's not over yet. We need to defeat the rest of these trailing units before Merrick gets back. So, we need to free all enemy bases to win, and we can't have Joey's team wiped out or Nonber Castle fall to the enemy. So, let's have you get out about here. And hope that will work. Meanwhile, Taya is going to be defending Number Castle. Which is perfectly fine. She's got the team to do it. I wonder if they still... I think that... Oh, special, yeah. That wasn't the key I meant to hit yet, but it'll work. I think that Dark Magician number 2 still has the Summon the Egyptian God card item from Yuki's campaign, which would be a problem because I can't do that here. Oh well. And there we go. This team is crazy good. Especially if we can get Dark Magician Girl another attack. Either by Taya getting one or by her actually leveling up for one. To where we can use the magic and then 2 specials. It's overpowered. So again, we're going to try to get in between this one and the mission here. So... if you defeat Odeon, then you get the roaming monster of this particular campaign. The rest of these here kind of are what they are. We want to make sure that, well, the one that we just faced doesn't face Joey. So we're going to send Joey down here, Mai down here. And that should be fine. And so this is why Odeon blames himself. Because if you remember, Odeon does blame himself for the loss, is because he lost trailing, right? The back attack. And so I've criticized them a lot for what they've done in storytelling. But if you remember back in the mission that had all 3 of the big bads of Joey's campaign all at once, Merrick was the leader, obviously. The female priestess led the attack. Odeon was behind it, was at the back of the attack, as they attacked through the Beastie Badlands at Joey's army. And here, this is the rear guard that we are attacking, and it is indeed Odeon leading the rear guard. Odeon remains in the back, the other one presumably up front, and exactly as it should be, and exactly how it would be. And so that's good storytelling, and with how much I've criticized their storytelling, especially recently, I should probably give them some credit here when it is due. Now, there's a little bit of a problem that I've used my water adeptness on this team to attack, but all of those monsters that we're facing are water adept as well, so it's evened out, which is a little bit annoying, but they don't have medicine, we do. As long as we play our medicine well, we should be able to gain an advantage and win as we move along. And it does appear that we have done that as we've knocked out one of their 2 giant red sea snakes. There's 3 giant red sea snakes on the field. Giant red sea snakes. And I'm going to knock them all out, well, except for mine. So I'm kind of just trying to avoid that middle one who can heal up until I can gang up on him, and that is exactly what we're going to do right now. Again, this is lightning. It should do more damage to us because I just think of that as, you know, electric Pokemon, water Pokemon, but it doesn't. This was a tougher battle than expected, but it will go our way. Which is good. So what I haven't checked is whether we're facing any cannons. This is, of course, Nonber Castle, so that is a possibility. Everyone gets to level 65 in this very fight, and 2 of them got an extra action point. I like that. Alright, so you start heading down here, you go over here. I don't think we're facing any. I don't think I saw any cannons as I was going there, but let's just quickly check. Yep, no cannons. So I think Taya is going to be the first battle. Joey can get moving here. I don't think I'm going to actually buy anything, but if I can get to Buston, I want to see what Mesmer Control actually does. We are going to attack Odian last, regardless. So if that's where Buston is, then we're not going to mess with that. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and simply do a Remi, which will paralyze all enemies. That will prevent me from using this special a second time, because Dark Magician Girl has to have 2 action points to use it. But I can at least get it the first time. That'll do some massive damage to everybody. And then I think Panther Warrior is the one I'm most worried about, frankly. So now that we're just straight single attacks, that's what we're going to attack. And I'm not sure I have the action points to finish them off. But we will have knocked out so many of their action points that I'm not terrified or anything of what's left. Well, I do have 3. We should have enough. We should have enough. And we did. With 1 to spare. I like it. I like it indeed. Good. Alright, so I think Taya go back. And then, okay, so yeah, we're not gonna attack out of the order that I had planned. We'd like him to be last, regardless. So that is how we will attack. We can still Jark once Mai gets down there. Still look at those, but I'm probably not going to bother with it. Okay, this looks like a polymerization team who misses their first attack. So you want to tell me why one of them attacks ahead of me, but the other one doesn't? I'm not sure I understand So we are going to have to be concerned about triggering a polymerization. But I think I can trigger it quickly. That's almost as good as preventing it. So I can either trigger it quickly or I can knock one of these out before. Knock one of them out before. That works. We're going to take a risk. If we can attack again, we'll be able to prevent the polymerization. If we don't, then it goes with 6 attacks unused. Hit, please. There we go. We have prevented the polymerization. Fantastic. Now, if Giant Red Sea Snake can heal Octoburser... Oh, he doesn't have any red medicines left. I knew that. Somewhere in the back of my head I knew that. You gonna live that? It did. Good. All we got's blue medicine. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Because I'm not healing again. I think I'm going to need your action points. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, 2 action points to spare. That's fine. Quality victory there. Quality victory. There we go. Alright, let's go over to my... And I guess wait for her to get there. Ooh! She wasn't. She's here. Shizu. Because, Merrick's leading the attack himself. Okay. It must be my destiny to fight here today, and fate has already decided the outcome. It said to beat all of them to victory. Now, do you have Power of Natures? Nope. You should. But you don't. But you don't. We'll see if they all 3 get to attack before we go again, because usually if you use specials, it resets things. But we shall see. I'm going to try to break the guard / paralyze / get that monster under 1,200 or over under 1,000. But, well, it's no longer guarding. And they're coming close to knocking one of our harpies out. Close enough that I'm just going to finish off a couple of them if I can here. Down to 29. Can you finish this off, please? There it is. Thank you. There's a good victory. And extra action points, both from my and on the Harpy Lady itself. They're the weakest one, so like that. Alright. So let's go ahead and get that trade union. Let's see what they do. So Yami blinds the enemy. Okay. Confusion. So magic hammer is confusion, and then black shield forms a barrier around one team on. It's like a guard. One. There's some interesting strategies that could be there if like a magic user is able to give a guard to the other team members. But watchtower on the southern side of the lake. The only town that connects Namber to the other regions. Trade flourishes here, so this must be a watchtower on the inspection point on the road around the lake. Okay. So that could be some interesting magical strategies with having a weaker monster capable of using magic, like say those ones that were doing the German faction. That would then produce a guard around someone else who would then still be able to attack while defending that. There's some interesting things to do with that. I don't have time in this campaign to build something around that, but there's some interesting things to do. No matter what happens, I will continue to fight in order to protect him. So again, good storytelling in that they're showing why he feels guilty for what had happened. Still doesn't have his medicine, though. Maybe if you had medicine. You ever think of that? But his monster is now got its healing. That middle monster does have its healing now. Pretty late to develop that, frankly. Late in the game. Well, late in levels, I should say, to be developing that. And also late in the game. And you're going to get one of these after beating him, so I assume that, even if you defeat him before any of the other ones, you would still get this monster at that point, but obviously, you couldn't use it until after the campaign anyway. And you will be getting the mystical beast Scarret, or Serkit, which I believe is his centerpiece monster. That would make sense for a reward for beating him. We'll see here in a minute. So yeah, you're going to get this one, which, obviously the attack is not great, and I just talked about, getting that super stamina pretty late in the game, but, if you want to use it, be my guess, it's not one that I use very regularly at all. And since I'm on one that has red medicine and I don't want to lose Panther Warrior, we're going to go ahead and heal him. Maybe it's Joey who teaches him about the value of red medicine and causes him to put red medicine on his team before the final battles of Yu-Gi-Oh! Joey's campaign, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba's campaign. Because, of course, by then he does have his red medicines on the side. I don't know. Wait. I want to use Summon Skull's attack and then polymerize with Red Eyes. I think we have to get rid of those 2 action points. Seems a waste, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. Do you have any action points left in the middle one? Yes, you do. But I have a lot more. A lot more. you had 2 action points left. You decided to spend both of those on a special to give your team a power-up when there is no other teammates and you don't have any more action points left to use said power-up. And I think you may have even given me a power-up. It's this dark monsters with power-up. There's been a lot of dumb decisions in this run by the AI. That may be one of the dumbest. Either way, Joey wins. Yay! Ooh, Panther Warrior gets another attack. I'll take that. I will take that. They're already up in the 50s. I like that too. Okay, Merrick's barely got legs to stand on now. Let's finish this once and for all. And there it is, Mr. B. Scarrett has joined the army, or circuit. For some reason, we get gold for this one. And I know I spent it, but I don't think that usually matters. Leaving his troop behind, Merrick chases Joey deep into the deep forest of Inzam and finds himself alone. This is just the chance the Black Dragon Squad has been waiting for, but Merrick's not ready to give up yet. And that is what we will be doing in the next one. We can bring all of our marshals, which is very good. But I've been talking about gaming. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe down below. All that stuff really does help me out, and I'll see you next time.